Hi, I'm Tony Pentelresco, and this is another segment of the videos that we've been doing. We're being filmed by Dave Krissa, Grassroots Productions, so keep that in mind. So if there's any mess ups, it's me, not him. Anyway, today we're going to do something a little different. We made tinctures. We're talking about making tincture making. There's a marigold link on that YouTube video that you can learn how to make a tincture with. So let's say you made some tinctures. So I'm assuming you've already taken the initiative and you're making stuff on your own. So here's a black pepper tincture, a rosemary tincture, a ginger, lemon tincture, and here is a prickly ash bark tincture. Okay? How would you use these in another way? Most of you, you go to the store and you buy a bottle of whatever and you take a dropper off and you squirt so much under the tongue, and that's how you normally use it. But let's try another way, a more practical way. Alright, we got these tinctures, and basically we can use tinctures in anything. You can take them directly or you can put them on your food. I'm going to show you a little neat trick. We're going to take one part of each. In other words, we're going to divide this container into 4 equal parts. Okay, it's a 1 ounce container. Just to give you an idea. Now, you can arrange this any way you like. You can do it straight. You can put a straight tincture in here if this is what you prefer. Or you can put a blended tincture in here. Okay, I'm going to do a blend. So I'll use this when I cook. So I'm going to pour about so much of this one. Let's see if I can do the rest without spilling. This is black pepper. Now, contrary to what you heard about black pepper, some of you have heard that black pepper can cause cancer. Breathing can cause cancer. Okay, so don't get caught up with that stupidity. Now, they were worried about the tiny little seeds getting caught in your intestinal tract. The reason why it may cause cancer is because a lot of the foods you're eating have so many chemicals in them and so many additives, and that black pepper will react with those chemicals and make those chemicals stronger. So on its own, it will not hurt you in adequate amounts. Okay, so I'm going to pour a little bit of this in here. Ooh, ooh, that's a beauty. Now, I like rosemary. Every one of these have healing properties. Prickly ash bark has similar energizing properties as some herbs that you may take. It also has analgesic properties. It has warming properties. It will warm up the spleen area. So, especially for those of us who are in the cold, we would use this. Now, this is rosemary. Now, this one's going to be a little trickier. Ooh. Must be getting good. Alright, rosemary has over 20 different antioxidants. This one is actually fused in wine. I'm a big fan of wine, the resveratrol content of wine, the polyphenol content of wine. Alright, last but not least, we're going to add, this is a ginger, lemon, and white wine. Okay? Ginger on its own has over 480 properties to it. Has a lot of antioxidant properties, digestive properties, circulatory properties, anti-inflammatory properties. Whoa! And that is that. Now, that is smelling good. Now, this is a little mister. So, you measure it off, you cut off the excess. So you can see we're going to need to cut off about that much, because when you screw it down, it's going to be so far. So, to get an idea, get a guesstimate. You're going to take it, cut it, and screw it on. Now, when you do that, percuss this, okay? Because you've got 4 different parts. They're still separated, so just give them a good percussing. Like I said, minimum 15 to 20. I'll explain why, because what happens is when you're compacting the molecules together. Now, what would you use this for? Alright, in the morning, you get up, you're going to have an egg, maybe a potato, maybe some toast. Okay? Now, some of you have yeast infections, some of you have fungal infections, but you need to eat. Alright? Now, normally, I would suggest staying off of sugars and things. But, let's say you're trying to, get on top of stuff. You crack your egg open into the frying pan and spray this on the egg. The alcohol in the tinctures will allow the herbs to penetrate the membrane of the egg. So now the egg is going to bind with the properties of your tincture. So when you eat it, you're absorbing it through the whole body. The proteins are going to carry it where it needs to go. The lecithin in the egg is going to carry it where it needs to go. Your body's going to have the antioxidant properties of these tinctures go throughout your system to make you more resistant to being sick. Okay? How long does this take you to make? 5 minutes. You can do this with every spice or herb you cook with. You can make a parsley, you can make a ginger, you can make a garlic. I would suggest using wine with the garlic. Fenugreek, thyme, any of them. You can do it and you can put it in a tincture format. Then, like I said, okay, here's a toast, okay? This is rye bread, has no soy in it, has no vegetable oil in it, has no canola oil in it. So, okay, you get up in the morning, here's your toast. Alright, so what are you going to do? Before you even toast it, spray it. Give it a good spray. Put it in your toaster. Toast it to whatever level you want. And afterwards, spread your butter on it. Spray it on again afterwards. Let's say you're making a piece of meat of some kind. Spray it. Okay, the properties of these things will penetrate the tissue, so there are parasites and other things that can have a more potent effect as far as protecting you. Let's say you're having a salad. Spray it. Now, let's say you're not feeling good. Take it. There you go. It can be used that way as well. The only thing you don't mix this with is a drug. No drugs. Say no to pharmaceutical drugs. So there you have it. You've got another way of using a tincture in your everyday use for cooking. Let's say, for instance, you wanted to make something for the skin. Nothing says you can't. Alright, to the next segment. To your health, eh?